2042 after closer to the season, I think. But right now we're just doing some base changes right now. I actually just went out on the boat to see if I could get like a 4-star serpent. I kind of want to trap a serpent, but I actually don't know. So I'd have to look up how to do it. But I ran into a 3-star serpent. And a 1-star serpent, but didn't see a 4 or 5-star. So I think I probably have to sell for a bit to find a 4-star. But we've got the last place that we were working on. We got it in a pretty good state now. Probably still a few things that I need to fix up on it, but I'm pretty confident. So let me put some of this stuff in there. I'll show you the place that I finished that I was working on stream the other day, so you can see kind of the change and what I've been kind of working on off screen before I get it completed. Hey, I'm blocking my leg. Mandibles. Later. Where did I have the serpent scales? I actually don't remember. I actually have another chest for them. I must have put them in a different chest. I don't remember where I put them. Serpent scales. I thought I had it over here, and I thought it was like up here more, because like you can find serpents pretty early. Bones, flints. There we are. I was gonna say I thought I had it here, so we also have chest here for serpent meat. We have a whole other one for the serpent meat because of the serpent stew that I get. Good thing is with the scaling mod that I have for like 3 4-star serpents, it actually drops more meat. So that's nice. Blood clots. So maybe I'll just take all the food in this one. So wolf meat, deer meat, fox meat. My favorite line is about wolf meat. Is that on this one? Yeah, deer meat. And we'll take the sap out together. Oh, there's lot of seekers, so there's a lot of seekers. Let's put the sap and the sap and soft tissue. Where are we at? Soft tissue. So we got more of that we can harvest too for either. Let's finish up in this one, please. Got some block scrap. So what I want to do as well too is get rid of the rest of this green. Not necessarily get rid of it, but free it up at least. And we're going to take it to the we're just going to take it to the taming base and put it in those where the wolves are. Into the black chests over there. So you can see they've bred more since the last time and stuff because they have a lot bigger area. So we're going to also empty these as well too, and this will just be like deer meat section over here. I think I'm going to, if there's any supplies I need, I'm going to move it over to the other side. So here are the changes that I've done so far. So I've built a little area for cloudberries for the box here. That way I don't have to like go back to base and get it. I can just like pick these and stuff and they'll rejuvenate after a while. And just drop. But here's how it turned out. Extending the lox pen that I had. So now it's a lot more open, a lot more. And the bad thing is that I get a lot more things spawning in, but that's alright. I put down more food for them so that they can make sure that they're not dying off. So I at least need 2 of them alive. But for the most part, like at least it can sustain their life and stuff like that, because when it's not nighttime especially, they can just eat food and replenish their health. And then like all the stuff that drops, if I have like tons of stuff, I don't have to go back and drop it off, I just drop it off right here. We'll keep some of that stuff. Oh, it looks like I picked up some nickel out there as well too. Sorry guys, here's steal it. Here's some more. There you go. So yeah, this is how it turned out. I just kind of used this area because it was small and I needed a place to put the obliterators over here. But then this just gives them a lot of space to breed and also not just that, but like roam around and stuff like that. Oh, I want to drop that stuff in there. So I've been deciding if I want to expand it on this side as well too, or just keep it as is. I'll probably expand it eventually. I think if I were to expand it though right now, I think I would actually just put like Ascaden on this side. And I don't think I would put I don't know. I could be convinced otherwise of that. Because I don't really have a reason to have two big lock spends like that. Now, I do go through locksmith quite fast, so it would just be good to have the extra locks. But, so if I have if this is in the Black Forest and I have lots of gray dwarves spawning here, plus there's a burial chamber there, so I think naturally skeletons spawn over there. Well, I don't need like gray dwarf eyes and all this resin that drops from the Black Forest. So I'm actually more inclined to build another locksmith and ask of him pen, like in the plains, like near one of my bases or something like that, like, and then it will, if fooling spawn or anything like that, I'll at least get black gold, which is I feel is more valuable. So we might actually do that instead. So that's probably the next step I'm going to do just because of that. I actually thought about like just picking this base up and moving it through the plane somewhere. So I'm like, wait, I'll spend all this time building up this base and stuff and then just kind of throw it away. Like, I don't know. I don't really want to do that with all the time I send into that base. Call me fickle. But I think at this point what I do want to do is I do want to take the locks out of the pen over there. So you're going to see me go on a murdering spree pretty quickly here. I know there's mods out there to like auto put stuff in chests or something like that. I don't know if it goes in the right chest though if you have them labeled. I think it just like all like goes in a chest. I would have to look more into those, but if there was something in here that would go into a chest that was labeled the same as the ID or the same as the Indian name, and I was just in proximity to it and hit a button, or like that'd be a good quality of life. That'd be pretty. Then I can just walk by them, and it would automatically go in. I wouldn't have to like find it, manually put it in, go find the next one, whatever. It would be a little while. Now I do have stuff like organized, which is why I can do it fairly quick, but there's just still a lot of stuff. This thing should see over here. Okay. Woods, some trees, lands. These are the other things like for the shapes. and whatever, like, it's really hard to get a lot of these for the meals, for the freeze glands from the drakes in the mountains. Like, the drakes are everywhere and stuff, but it only drops one, and when a meal requires like 3 of them, or like in the vanilla version or whatever, it's just like, I know those drakes spawn all the time, but it doesn't, not something I can just readily go get at that kind of quantity. It takes a lot of time to get the freeze glands. I think more than like the entrails and the seeker meat and stuff like that. Like, it's just such low gather rates that it's just not fun to make recipes and farm them when it's so monotonous. It's even more monotonous than like almost every other ingredient in food, almost. Even more than royal jelly, I will say. It's going to be very, very loud. I kind of have it organized by biome and stuff, where it's like black forest and meadows and an ocean, and then a little bit of more ocean there, meadows, and then we start getting into like, I think onions you first find in the mountains, but like I also kind of organize them by vegetables and like the ones that I plant as well too. And then here, like ooze and entrail is in the swamp. Chickens, I think you get with the plains, right? So this may be out of order, I think. Love bag is also in the swamp. And then here you go to the mountains. Plains and stuff with the barley, the Jotun puffs, locksmith flour, and then we start getting into like the mage cats, the blood clots, jelly, sap. The sap is from the mistlands and the roots. Royal jelly in the dungeons, hare meat from the bunnies, seeker meat from the seekers, bile bags from the yowls, and then here's the herbs are from the bog witch update, and then we start to get into ashlands. So it's like all of this from the bone maw meat, like it's like the ashland serpents, Askaven, vultures, fiddleheads, and then the binary. So, and everything kind of goes. So it is like somewhat organized and grouped together. It's just like, you see I have a lot of chests here, which is probably that's taking my frame rate with all the things here, but there's just a lot of stuff. Okay, rubies. And charred bone. We'll put the core wood in down here as well too. And I think we could probably just like burn the extra wood that we have here. It's kind of what I've been doing with the last stack of wood I got, and I just have so much wood. I think these are almost full as well too. And then we have... Okay. So, what I'm kind of thinking... Oh, let me go on my murder rampage. Don't clip that. Do not take it out of context. Let's see. Do I have a team here? Let's have one or each of these here. Or not? Oh yeah, here it is. So I think let's get rid of the locks since we have enough locks at the base. We're gonna take care of the Askaven next, okay? And we still have some small pets for Askaven. given. Okay. Sorry, buddy. Okay. Oh, and this one over here. Getting all these pelts and boxes. Priority not in state. Okay. We also need to get don't appropriate. This is an extermination. Oh, keep picking up food. Stuff that crazy that they drop so much in terms of blocks in it, but I can only carry 20 of the stamina. Okay. That looks pretty good. And the cloudberries here are not going to be valuable either because the Askaven don't eat them. They eat the smoke puffs and fiddleheads. So we'll just take the cloudberries out and we'll take it to the other base and stuff because we'll need those cloudberries there. And actually that reminds me I was gonna make some black diamond chests there as well too. So let's put these over there. Oxmeat, there you go. I was gonna say, I'm really done with that. And we'll keep the trophies for the locks because, again, that will give us some different type of fishing. Bait as well too, that I may use later. So I'll just keep those trophies so that I can, see with the box. So I'll keep those so that I can get that fishing bait later after I happen to utilize it. Okay. Oh, that's what I wanted to do. Gotta move those carts. There's one black metal chest here, so 10 are... Yeah, I think I'll make black metal chests. I know you get more storage making the iron chests, but I like the black metal chests. So we're gonna do that. Let's see. What did I say? What was it? Was it 6? Yeah, it's 6. So we'll just get a stack of 30 for now. And we'll get the wood and the tar. So I plan on making 9, so we need 15 of the tar. 18. And then I'm going to make some roof over it as well too. So 2, 4, I think I need 6 more of that. We may need to come back and get more, but I think that is, if I'm making a 3x3 for black metal, I'm making 9, so I'll need 9 times 6, 48. 9 times 6 is, or is it 54? 9 times 5 is 45. Yeah, 9 times 6 is 54. Okay. So if we get another, I don't think I can carry another stack. So what, 30? I need 24 more. Yeah, I'm at 865. But at least we can take it to the base and drop it off there. Oh, I need wood, which is at the entrance here. Just regular wood for this, which is also nice. Oh, nose itches. Alright. At least I wasn't in combat, because that's usually when it happens. Like in Battlefield, when I'm about to get in a firefight, my nose will start itching. Or when I'm about to fight a boss battle, something like that, my nose will start itching. Bad timing. Bad timing. Okay, so we got some wood. I hope that'll be enough. Definitely too heavy, we can't glide over. So let me drop off some of this stuff. Oh, that's right, we had a ton of wood here. We need to bring it. Okay, we'll just drop that off. And then we'll do this. We'll just do 2 stacks of that, and then, yeah, that's good. Okay, let's go over and build it. I'll show you what I'm doing right here. So basically, instead of having to also, like if I just want to store it or bring it from a different location, I'm wondering the best place to put it. I think here is okay. So what we're going to do then is, I want to build it, no, I think I want to build it like one way. Okay. Oh, I think I was going to build that faster. Build these as close as we can. Because I need to center it in the 3 here so that I can build it on it. So it'll be 3 across and then 3 up. So 3x3. But I can build the shelves at least right now. So let's do that while we're here. Do this. Okay, that. Maybe I built it over too far to the right now. I have to rebuild that platform. Let's just keep it like this for now. And if I have to move them on. Not the end of it. Okay, and that's how the black metal. So we'll come back over then. stacks here. Grab another stack of wood. And we seem to be good on tar as well too. But this way I can get the cloudberries and not have to put them down below. I can just keep them up here, which is right next to the farm, which is right next to them. Just to kind of simplify the route of what I'm doing. But that one was more centered than the bottom one. But why did I do that? Hold on one second. Exterminator is here, so I'm going to keep my camera off for a bit. But I'm okay, we're gonna build the last layer. I think we do 3 by 3. Alright, just like that, he's done. Kind of sprayed them and they died. So. Okay, so we're actually going to go back to base and get some ash wood. So let me actually just start building these in. And I'll leave this stuff here because I don't need to keep carrying this one. I forgot that I used to be encasings in ash. So let me go get some ash. And then we'll finish going to because I want to make sure that I also build a default of it before it starts raining. More total will more total. There we go. So let's get the ash wood. Quite a bit of this when I'm building these, so just grab 4 stacks to be sure, and we'll put the rest. We'll put the rest in the chest if we don't need it all at the base. At this base, yeah, in the chest over there and stuff. We'll put it over there if we don't need it all. this just to make sure I get the right height for the exposure. That. Okay. And then we're pretty much just going to do like we did on the main base, which is just encase this in all of the ashwood. Okay. And then we'll do the third layer here as well too. So we have 3 high. Okay, just like that. And then I need to go up one more with the ashwood. Like this. And do I put a top on this? I think I put a top on it, yeah. And then we'll just encase it here. Okay, just like that. Oh, I need to go get coals. Oh, the signage. I mean, that's not super important right now, but okay, so let's do the roof over this, just so we, because it looks like it's going to start raining soon. We don't need something crappy on it. Oh. Believe I brought the extra cargo because I want to do the 26 foot power roof. There we go. Simple, decently elegant, doesn't have to be perfect. And so weird with the Phillips keep it like that. Cool. So now we got like an outside protected interior array. And it's just kind of hidden off to the side here, but easy access for our cloudberries. So here, if I gather all of these, okay, and start putting them here. And there you go. That's kind of how it will work. And then we just go right down here, and we can go down and throw it up. Alright, we got some extra tar left too, so I think we can just also put that in below. Or, not down below, but in the other building. And this chest over here, this one. Okay. That's reserving for stone. Yeah, we got some more ashwood here, so let's put that all together. Cool. Alright, so we took care of the locks. I think we're good to go. Let me see how many 4-star wolves there are right now. We have this big 4-star here. We have this 4-star. Everything else is cute, I think. So let's kill off some of the 2-star, and in hopes that it will make some more kind of evil. Mom, if you're watching this, it's just a game. Okay, so now I've to make it 100%. So now these two will procreate, but now they will all be 4 stars from here on out. There is no chance of them being 2 stars because both of them are 4 stars. If one was 2 star and one was 4 star, there'd be a 50. So let's do this, and there we go. Procreate. Just drop food throughout here. Should be more than that. Okay. And it's nighttime, so the gray dwarfs are just spawning like mad. Getting destroyed by the lava. Alright. So that's good for me. Let's go back to base. What do we have left? We have boards that I think I want to move out of the base. I actually don't have enough meadows. So maybe we do that on Honey Island and make a meadows castle. We build like a little thing. And then we just have like the honey, the boards, and the castle there. Skeletons are fun because there's a burial chamber underneath this building. Underneath my friend's underneath his house over here, his guest house. It's funny. I'm getting a little bit better frames. I don't know if it's good, but getting rid of the locks gives me an extra like 1 to 3 FPS. Oh my gosh, all of them spawned again. Like a ton of them. Alright, so let's put the wolf stuff back and then let's do we can scope out the honey castle, where we're going to build it. I kind of think I want to build it, if I build it in the center, it'll kind of ruin the flow of the honey hives. I kind of want to build it actually at the other end, where I haven't built up at all yet. I'll show you when I get there. Let me drop off the pin and right servo. What are you aggravated by the stuff on the other side? That's good. Hearing too much. So we already got it on normal wood. Hey, what are you doing? So let me just kick this up to the, oh, I can't. Can you go up there? There. Now I can. Okay. See, I have all this extra wood. I really don't need. Yeah, they must be aggravated by. All this crazy wood. This is what I was afraid of, that they were going to stack up over here and get up here and then destroy this one. What's up, guys? Okay, I'll let you be. Alright. What do we have? The armory? Is it the one? Oh, we have the, for the wood? The wood? That one because it was full. Oh, and that's the other thing as well is, I do want to move the smelters off the top. Maybe we'll actually move it over here when we get rid of the pen, because we're going to transform this whole area once I build the new locks pen. In a different area and get rid of this pen over here. Maybe I can actually just put the maybe I'll actually just put forges and stuff down over there. I also want to like maximize, if I can, the range for like despawning stuff, because I don't have all these bonfires out. Like, it does prevent the spawning, but it's just kind of overkill, I think. But want something to like show me radius, because like here it's like a guessing game, and I want it to be more like a. I don't want any more than I need to have. Is what I'm saying. So. Maybe I should find some tutorials and stuff as well too on how to like dress these up and stuff, so they may be like less noticeable or they're prettier. Right now I just kind of have them out there. See if they're to stop. Okay, so let's go to the armory. It is in the plains and stuff here. It's a decently big space. I'd have to do a lot of building up of walls around the sides. And then the armory is essentially keeping the hill. The other option is I could go across the way here. This isn't really a big enough area to be honest. And then we hit. Black horse. Shush. There's more, but that's a bigger hill to build on. I feel like that's a lot more. Oh man, I was ready to get sick. This is actually not so bad because a lot of this is built up on this side already. But it's just not a big enough area over here. And I have to build this up.
What?
So I don't think, like all in all, I don't think there's a good location for it. Plus, this is black forest over here, so there's going to be more corridors spawning. Did these guys really destroy all of the spikes at the bottom here? 'Cause I had spikes all the way around the bottom. Yeah, just have a small armory here with different sets. Extra equipment, extra arrows, stuff. Kind of different aesthetic build, kind of like with the door type, different doors and stuff. Stuff like that throughout the game. Okay. So I don't think I'm going to do it there. Just I don't know, that doesn't tickle my fancy. think we'll keep it away from the agate. But like, I think anywhere up on this hill would be a good candidate for it. Like, just trying to think here. Yeah, like here, I could even use this part of the wall here as like one side of it. And then here it will be pretty easy just to like build up wall, like maybe down to here or something like that, and across. And that would be the box bit. So that's kind of one thought I have. The other thought I had was just to make put the box pit in with the trees, because then it actually kind of does the work for me. Meaning, if I have locks running through the trees, they're going to destroy the trees anyway, which saves me from having to cut all of them down manually. So if I just have trees in there, now I don't know if Ascovite can do that, but I know that at least locks can, because they've been doing that with the trees and the other locks that I was building. Like, they destroyed all the trees. People would spawn, they would get aggravated, and there would be no more. So why don't I just kind of kill two birds with one stone? I plant trees, they get aggravated at night, they essentially chop down all the trees for me. I collect the wood, and then I have them there to tame or slaughter or whatever at the same time. So the only problem is on this side. Yeah, this side I have it so built up to where it's going to be hard to, I don't know if I can build higher than that, because I don't just have to build up to here, I have to build at least high enough to where the locks can get over, which I can still build like covers kind of over the edges with like frosted and stuff like that, so I'm not too worried about that. But I think if I were to do this though, I want to make this bigger though. So let's do this, because I already have a good like starting area for this, and I don't have to like rebuild from scratch. So first thing I need is I need a tungsten. Did I have last promise? Yeah. I did. It's raining stone. I guess I was getting cotton crazy. Okay. So I'm just thinking, do I build out this way over here? I think I want to build out this way. And keep this where it's at over here. Yeah. I might even take this down like another window. Okay, so this will be kind of like the formation of a new wall for the box. Okay, we need another crafting table. Maybe we can cut from the so it gives me silver and okay, okay. And I'm wondering how far. Actually, I think I don't want to go down that far. Oops, can't punch that to death. So I think we just want to go up to the existing one right here. And okay, so we'll just kind of build like two wide here, because we'll also want to build like a walkway on top of this one. Not just a walkway, but if there's low parts, we'll want to make sure we build like a covering as well too that essentially prevents the rocks from climbing above and getting out of the pen. Okay. I was in like discover me, and then he went on the other side of the tree. He was like suspicious, on alert. It was just weird about that. So what I'm trying to do is also I'm trying to expand the tree planting field so I could do like half like one type of tree and half the other type of tree. Or I could do like just a lot of one type of tree and then have all the chests filled. So I think what I want to do is going to make that outline our next, or of that end of the ball, essentially. I have a chest over here. Is there sap? Probably need to get in the blooderator out here though too. Or I will need one at least. So let's put the block on the scrap. We really just need a space for stone. So we'll get all the stone. And we're gonna plant some on the other side for the stone. So that we don't have to keep going back over this one. We'll replant it over here once we continue working on this side again, but I'm going to be expanding more on the other side, so I want to make sure that I plant it over there. And we're going to break down this wall as well too, and it'll be like the new formation of the wall that I'm building back here. It'll be this wall. I think I want to kind of like go up to here. I think. So let's get rid of these trees then. Oh, I can't axe pick them. So about out here, where that this is hey.
What? What?
Go a little further. And I actually think that's good. We'll turn. Pick up this black metal. Build another one out here. I was gonna say I heard it. Okay. Just gotta build it up at least a little bit so they can't scale it. Okay, out of stone again, but I think that'll give us a lot bigger area here as well too. Not just for the locks to be, but also for trees and stuff that we're gonna do. So that'd be good. Okay, let's put some nice gravel. We want the trophies because the fish. See, the 1 star takes a little bit of my health, but the 3 or 4 stars, those ones really, really hurt. And then the 4 star charred soldier, not the archer one, but the one with the sword. The 4 star one almost killed me in one swing. And I was at full health, like 313. I had 313 HP. He almost killed me in one swing. Scared the bejesus out of me. Alright. So I want to plant these over here because we're going to need them. And let there be stone. There we go. And I like to do this just to make it very clear where I have stone available. Alright. Let's continue on the outline here. And then once I'm happy with that, we will go to kind of defining it more and blocking it out. What do you want? I'm just here chopping my trees down. And you're bothering me. Okay, crafting table here. Where am I going for distance now? Oh, how do I want to do this is the next question. I think what we're going to do is we're going to go a little past the plateau that I have built out there. So maybe one more here. Yeah, I think that's good. And then we're going to turn in. Right in between. Except I have no more. No more sticks there. Okay. Okay, let's go back and get some stone up here. Plenty of stone. We're gonna need to fix our hoe. Okay. Yep. So I'm pretty sure I can fix it up here. Throw down some of the stuff I don't need. More locks there. So I guess the next question is, where do I want to build the task event pit? I don't know if I want to do it in the ashlands, just because like the blobs can destroy it, the wall. If I let them explode next to the wall, like they can, and I don't really like that. Now I know I can get a raid that has blobs in it too, and that also could also suck, even if I'm not in the ashlands. But so, yeah, I'm wondering where I want to make the asphalt. Maybe I just do it at the armory in the plains, where it was, because I have to, even though I have to build that up, like, still would be a good, decent sized spot for asphalt. I could even do asphalt and walks at this, because I think this will be big enough to encapsulate both. Like, it's going to be from that wall that I'm building all the way over here. Or not even to here, it'll be over here. This is the place I'm looking at. So it'll be to this wall, not to this plateau. So it's a pretty decent sized area. Maybe I just put the locks and the asphalt in here. I think that makes the most sense. Like if it were a lot smaller, maybe I would just do that. And then I could put some additional, like, I guess locks, probably, at the armory, because we will build them eventually anyway, just to protect the armory. Ish? I don't know. Okay. Gonna grab this extra wood, just so I can maximize my space as much as possible right now. This seems to be the max here. Okay, that's not too bad. I still think I want to lower this plateau a bit. Just to give me more height on the wall. So, but we're gonna build on the outside of this, so we're gonna do like 1.5 here, so like here. Yeah. Because that, I had discovered that's about 3 width. 3 stone width. sorry, 1.5 to 2 width of the hoe here, the circle. So the one thing we need to do, I don't think the locks had stars, even with that mod, but we want to at least go get like a 4-star Askin in them as well too, which might be fairly hard because those things hurt. So that might be a bit of a challenge to not get hit. I can dodge the 2-star, or I can take a few hits at least from those, but I don't think I'll be able to take a hit from 4-star. I think that might kill me. Instantly, it's at least going to push me back, and they attack really quick and succinctly, kind of like a wolf. So that actually might kill me if I get hit by the 4-star Askin. So. Okay. Oh, workbench. I know this is only 2, it's not 2.5. Where? On this side? Yeah, right here. I think this is 2 code width. We need at least another half, or another full. Because this will only give us like maybe 2.5 of the stone, not a full 3. We want to get at least a full 3. So like, we want to be like building for the 1.5. So I'm definitely gonna have to build out on that part down there. Oh, what else is this is gonna block my way? I'll leave the stuff on the inside. The logs up for that. Oh, you can scale that. Let's fix that. We gotta build this outer part. Inside my walls. It all makes sense now. I was like so confused. I was like, wait, that's from the Mistlands. Why is that here? Because the Yadra Soul was required. That's sad. Okay. Oh. Okay. Unsolved stone again. But, see, this is why I want to create in furnace, because this black metal I'll just keep, especially in a pen that big as well too. Like, I don't want to put any spawner or spawn preventers in the middle, because I want them to spawn and the blocks to kill them, so I can get those, all that black metal scrap that they drop on the blocks kill them. Okay. Excellent. We're going to need to go repair our hoe again soon. We're just taking this up to max now since we are good with our border here. Okay, it's broken. Rip. So I think let's take some stuff back to base. This stuff. We'll leave the sides. And we'll just put it in the cart. Because there'll be more of this stuff. We may need to break that. Okay, so here's the cart. Brought it over. We'll bring the other cart over, I think, because we'll need it. Okay. Yggdrasil wood. See, over a stack of that just from building the wall in a short amount of time. We don't need any of the bones, so we'll actually just put that in the obliterator. Oh, I think I do want some of this stuff. Alright. And we might as well get rest since we're here. I have a comfort tweaks mod, which allows me to get rested faster and higher. I think I talked about that before, but I think I failed to mention that it also allows me to get rested faster as well too, because like you usually have to sit down and either be under shelter or not or whatever, but you have to sit there for like 30 seconds and then your rest will reset. Well, I didn't want to wait that long, so I sped it up in the mod that I have. So like, why are you gonna make me sit for 30 seconds to do nothing just to get re-rested when I already have to get re-rested enough throughout this game? Okay. And the rustic gives me some extra buffs as well too that I put on myself. Okay. I actually need to answer a message here really quick. Give me 1 sec. Alright. Let's continue. Ah, out of stone again. Always out of stone. Feels like I was just full of stuff. I'm out again? Right. So you can already see that they're like spawning in the center. Okay. All right. Excellent. Yeah, I think if we can figure out a way to get this down, plateau down, and we'll build up this side. I think this will be a good enough area for the Askaven and the locks. Once we get it all finished. One, two, three. Uh-oh. Built it over too much. Maybe I can force it back over. It bothers me more than it should, but it still bothers me. I don't know why. Okay, so this also has to be 1.5. Is that right there? Excellent. Oh, that was a lag spike. Okay. Linked up nicely there. I think we need another one here. Ugh. Blocking my vision. Alright. Bothering me here. It's this one. Okay. And then get rid of this big one too. Okay. See, it's off by a half. About. So yeah, we gotta go back and widen that. Don't you swing at me. Okay. I think they could probably scale this right here. Oh. Might as well just go repair this now too. We'll do like another full round with the hoe, and then it'll probably be time to go rested as well too. Actually, the stone will probably run out before the next hoe does. I hear a bzzz. Yeah. Okay, should we continue working on this side or what? Yeah, maybe we should just get this up to... up to par with where we need it to be. I'll have to fill in the center here. Hey, let me up. So I think this is in the same area as well too. Or in the same vein, I mean. This needs to be a little bit wider. 1.5. Right there. Stop. Don't make a fool of yourself. Where is this mosquito? Is it down here? It seems like that same one's following me is what it feels like. Okay, we'll just build out the rest of this outline down here to the pillar. Take out this rock as well, or most of it. Stop. Okay. Need another. Yeah, flatter surface to build it on. Okay, we're almost there. should be the last one. And is this the outside of the wall? It is. Okay, so I think what we want to do is come right there. Ugh, that. Oh, I thought that was rock. Okay. Now I'm thinking I actually want to redo this part next to the pillar because the locks can destroy the stone pillar. I have my base right above it. So I should actually build the dirt wall, keep this high part around it over here. Because like I do want a platform here. But I don't want them to destroy it if they're going to be attacking there. So I think this is going to be just super thick wall down here. More than I had anticipated. Just on that end there, just because I don't want them to damage the pillar. So we want to keep them away from the pillar, I think. So we'll just have it like a super thick like raised wall here. So like we'll bring this over here as well too. I don't think it needs to be thick all the way across. But yeah, this will just like go like this. I'm actually wondering if we just cut it off right here. Instead of like just having a little nook down here, like maybe we just have it do this. And then we go 1.5 to here. Maybe a little bit more because of that one. So, yeah, maybe we get rid of this original wall that we were building. Okay. And like... Maybe this will be the new. The new base. Okay. Would have just been like a small nook down here for like no reason. Oh, we only have 25 seconds of rested as well too. Alright, let's go take care of it now. Because, like, I'm already suffering for stamina. And we'll repair and we'll drop off stuff and whatever. Don't feel rested. Okay, let's drop stuff off we can on the cart. That's good. And then we'll drop whatever we can off in the obliterator. See how much slower I am without my comfort tweaks? The mod. We'll always keep this stack. Alright. Just feels so slow. Like, this is vanilla, this movement right here. And then this is like with the mod running. Like, it screen tears and it's kind of jarring if you look at the sides especially too. But like, it's the movement I feel feels better. It's just a little too sluggish for me with the very slow movements. Oh, we said we were gonna repair. Oh, I think I can do it right here actually. Yeah. Okay. Now I got a big wall blocking blocking our way here. Alright. I just want to make sure that like no one can like scale that wall once I get it. That's not its right height right now, but just don't want people to be able to scale that. So. Just rebuild the grass down here like nothing ever happened. Alright. See? Nothing happened. It was always like that. What are you talking about? Okay, need more stone. Oh, more stone. Ask and it shall deliver. Okay, and then, what, 1.5? Okay, jeez. You just not want to do... Fine. Wow, this can go a lot higher than I thought it was able to. Okay. Let's get some woods. Or I mean stone. Okay. Dang, already? The heck? Are the trees capturing all these? Where's all the stone going? They will eat a bit. Dang, already? Alright. Finally linked up that. Oops.
What?
God, just let me build my wall. need to expand that corner, I think, a bit. I think what I want to do is take down this wall now. Or at least take it down to, like, here. does this go? So this is max. Yeah, I don't think we have to go much lower than this at all. Like, I think I was doing it over here just because of not having to do so much work to build up the wall, but yeah, I don't even think we need to do it over. So I'll just kind of slant this out. What's going on here? Does this go? Maybe I just need to build this up so I can get a height assessment across that entire side there. Because I don't want to dig out too much and then it's way too high, or vice versa, like not dig out enough and it's too low. But I specifically chose to stop here because it was at the top of the hill, so I feel like this should be one of the tallest points. Okay. Alright, let's get some more stone. Build this up. I'm just wanting to do the inside right now to see the amount that I need to adjust the flooring, if anything. To make sure it's high enough for the locks when I put them in there. And the big thing, of course, with this side is I already have this inner wall built up that I'm wondering if I tear down. And do I tear it down to the trench, or do I tear it down to the plateau level here? And it seems like I just tear it down to the plateau level and I can build up the trench with how high this wall is going. So I know some people build their locks pens like really, really short, and they just like build like the coverings out like super far to that so that it doesn't go over, but I build my locks pens a bit differently. So, and it works. It seems to work for them. It's just not my preferred way to do it. Because I haven't seen an advantage of doing it that way over this way, or vice versa. Now if there was like a, I don't know, it produces locks faster doing it that way and having them more confined and in a shorter space, sure, I would probably do it. I'm sure it takes less time to build the pen, so that's probably the advantage there, but other than that, I haven't really seen a positive one way or the other. Okay, this part's a little low right here, even though it's at max, but I think even if we were to raise that, I think that'd be fine. Because like, what, this is... Oh, I guess like plateau level and trench level are kind of the same thing. Okay. Yeah, so I think even with that low point, that's still fairly high, that locks aren't going to get up there. And I'm still going to build a walkway there. I may lower some of the high points in order to do that. But, like, yeah, there's going to be no reason to build it up any higher than it needs to be. Okay. Alright. What? Okay, out of stone again. But it's coming together, so kind of understand the size of the pen now. Fairly big. I think once we got all of this up over here on the inside. Oh, we don't have this up over here, so yeah, I wanna get all of this up, I think. bringing the locks in. Trying to figure out how. I don't think this is at height either, the stuff that I'm on right now. I could be wrong. Oh, let's just go get rusted up as well too. Let's take stuff back. Oh, did I already take everything back I needed to? Okay. Yeah, so I need to get that other side up as high, so let me switch back over, finish that side, and then I'll flip over to the other side. Up on the hill where I was just at. We'll do that lower side first. Okay, let's go. Let's repair. And we actually need to go repair the blind axe too because we've been digging. Okay. And we're rested and we're good to go. But I'm gonna stop here, I think, for the night. At least on stream. And we're either gonna play 2042. I think if I'm playing Battlefield 5 with my buddy, I don't think I'll be on stream. But if I do hop on later, it'll be for 2042. I just want to check it out, see if I can trudge through it with the new free battle pass that's there, and then we'll kind of go from there. So, but with that, yeah, a lot of building today. I'm going to do some of it off screen as well too, and you'll hopefully see the completed one. I don't know about tomorrow, but and maybe we'll build on screen more tomorrow if I haven't finished, but I'll at least show you guys the final version of what I was working on today for that locks pen. So other than that, have a great night everyone, and talk to y'all later.